Live.
What is up, Juice Boxes? We are back for another episode of the Jacked and Juicy podcast. I am Tony. As always, you can find me on Instagram at TonyToneUp, all the O's as zeros. As always, I want to start the show off by thanking everybody for the support you guys have been showing us. Our last episode has over 100 views on YouTube, which is more than our first two episodes combined, so definitely appreciate all the love on that. As far as the YouTube goes, just make sure you guys are continuing to like, share, and subscribe and comment. Just make sure you guys are letting us know how we're doing on the episodes, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear, and just give us any feedback you guys can. We appreciate anything. And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram as well at Jacked, the letter N, Juicy Pod. I think we're about at 70 something followers, so we're trying to hit that 100 mark as soon as we can. So just keep sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing on all of them, and just keep showing us love. We appreciate it.
What's going on, everybody? Eddie Styles, and we are back with episode 4 of the Jack and Juicy podcast. Again, we do appreciate all the support that you get. Likes, comments, shares, everything. We appreciate it greatly. Getting over 100 views, that's crazy.
Now.
So, again, we're going to just try to match that, keep the content high, and just keep everything going. So, episode 4, we got... In this episode, we're going to be talking about jobs. We're going to be talking about college and high school experiences. We're also going to bring up our current job situation right now. We're going through a job switch. Talk about that and give a mental health update as well with that. But that's going to be it. Let's get into it. Tone,
What's up?
what was your first job growing up?
First job. All right. So my first job was Five Guys actually. It didn't last all that long. I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks, just because when I started, like lacrosse season was like literally like right around the corner, and they just couldn't work around like my lacrosse schedule. So like, I kind of understood. So it lasted like literally like 2 or 3 weeks, but I didn't really like it all that much. I kind of realized I wouldn't be working in fast food after that. It was I'm not gonna say a fun experience. It was an experience. But yeah, that was the first ever job.
What were you, like a cook?
Bro, I was the fry guy.
So you was just frying?
Nah, that was like all I did like the whole time. So do I even remember the process? You just, I don't know. There's like 5 different baskets, and then there's 2 different fryers. So there's like stations that it goes through, or like I don't know. So it'll be in like one fryer for like a certain amount of minutes, and then you move it to like another fryer.
Okay.
And then while it's in that one's in the second fryer, you put the first, like another batch in the first fryer. You know, like by that time the first one should be done. So,
okay, and it keeps going.
Yeah, bro, I was be sweating in there like doing that stuff,
imagine.
especially like during a rush. Nah, I'm not with it. And then people are annoying because like something like, oh, it wasn't as crispy as I like, or it's too much. I'm like, and you gotta like do it over, and then that looks bad, and then you're like holding up the line, making more fries for them. I'm like, bro, I can't do this.
Damn.
Nah, so like, I wasn't mad that like lacrosse that came up. Nah.
Okay.
All right, what about you? What's the first one?
So I was at Panera Bread.
Okay.
I was 15 years old, working at Panera Bread.
Okay.
I was like a dishwasher. I was a cashier.
Oh.
So I kind of did like a bunch of everything. It was a simple job. Ring people up, get the pastries, get the cookies, whatever they want. Wash dishes. Very simple.
Nah, wait, cause fuck Panera Bread, cause
Why?
like that was definitely like the first place I ever like applied to,
Damn.
and them niggas did not hire me.
Jeez, nah.
But nah, you know what it was? Cause like everyone like from my high school, like not everyone, but like a lot of my friends, that was like where everyone started working. So they're like, oh yeah, like apply. But you know how like they send like you have to take like a questionnaire like quiz, and like they're asking you questions like basically like on your personality.
Yeah.
I answered them shits honestly,
Oh, shit,
like
you
just
fucked
being
up.
like dumb. I'm like, all right, like this is what I would do. This is what I would do, and it was like. A lot of them were probably like not answers you should have gave, so like yeah, no, they're like we're not hiring this dude.
Fuck that. Fuck
But
that.
nah, like that was definitely like the first place I applied to.
Yes. Damn, Panera Bread. So that was it. After that, it was just I didn't hate the job, but I think it was just time for me to leave there.
Okay.
I was there for I think a few months, like 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
But
What other jobs you have in high school?
so I worked in Champs.
Okay.
I worked in Champs. It was my junior year of high school.
Word.
I hated the fucking job. I hated the job.
No.
Just
why?
because like at the time I wasn't very like social.
I feel that, yeah.
And I
You gotta sell.
Yeah, and like that was just wasn't it for me.
I feel you.
Especially like at the age I was, whatever.
Was your shoe game like on point though?
It was decent. It was decent.
It was decent.
Like,
what were you bringing in at that point?
What do you mean?
Like shoe wise?
Not much, honestly.
No.
I really didn't buy as much.
Okay.
I was there.
Yeah. What were like the hours like?
It was a part-time job.
Okay.
It was after school.
Okay.
After school to close. Always after school to close.
Yeah.
And then on weekends, I always had the early
yeah,
ass
the early
shit that nobody else wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like that, but I mean, what can you expect at
yeah.
that age?
You're not gonna bring in too much.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say that's definitely. I worked there. I worked at Salad Works.
Okay.
Another fast food spot. I would say that fast food, right? Salad Works.
Yeah, basically.
Something like that.
Quick to go.
Yeah. Same thing like
healthier, but
same thing like
food.
Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Didn't hate it. It was just again same thing. Just
Okay.
time for me to leave. What other jobs did you have?
So I didn't really work too much in high school. So it was the one Five Guys gig, and then my junior, like the summer after my junior year, I got a job at a place called like Tilt. It's just basically like a indoor like amusement park type thing. It was like in the mall, so like nothing like crazy. That was like over the summer, so like 2-3 months. But I would say that was like my first like real job, just because I said the other one only lasted like 2-3 weeks. That wasn't bad. Basically like ringing up the registers. Like I said, it's an amusement place, so I like have to make whatever like snacks that is, like nachos, stuff like that. Go to the redemption place where they give like the tickets to get like prizes and stuff. So that wasn't bad. But yeah, that was probably those were the only 2 jobs I had in high school.
Really?
Because like I was always busy with sports, like so I didn't really have time to like work. Yeah, I wish I had like more money to like do stuff, but like now it's focused like elsewhere.
Now you see, I think that was the opposite for me. That's why I was like in and out of jobs because
Really?
I wasn't really worried about the sports.
Okay.
Probably I just wasn't so good to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think just at the time I was just trying to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
Just trying to find a job. So I would say that's the total opposite because I was in and out of jobs in high school.
Yeah, no, I didn't. The Five Guys one, that was like during my junior year, and then the other one was like the junior summer. So like I didn't even like think about jobs like until that year. No, and it wasn't that I really wanted one. It was like everyone else was getting one. I was like, all right, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel kind of left out. But yeah, nah.
So, in high school, what was your plan? Like what did you have planned for the future in high school? Like what do you think that was gonna happen? After.
Like in a perfect world, I was supposed to go straight to college, get my degree, and then be doing what I would have liked to be doing. And I was going to school for psychology. And my like dream job is to be like a child psychologist.
Okay, so that was your high school plan. Now you went to college.
Yeah.
And talk about that.
So where I ended up going to school, like it was Millersville University. It's in PA, and it was kind of like in and out, just because a lot of stuff going on with like my parents and like them saying they were going to pay for it and then like not paying for it, and then me trying to find a way to pay for it myself. So I want to say I went to there for a year, like a full year. I had stopped because of like financial stuff with like my parents like saying like they weren't paying for it anymore. So then like I think it took me like a good semester to like figure out how I was going to pay for it myself. And then when I got back, like I got back, found the money to pay for it, did a semester, COVID happened. And then after that, it was just kind of hard to go back. Not hard to go back, but like where I was when it was time to go back, it wasn't like in a spot for me to go back to school. So yeah, that was like what 2-3 years kind of on and off, and then yeah, now I'm a personal trainer.
Okay. So did you have a job in that time? Were you working?
Yeah, to get to so when I was in college, before my like when I was, as my parents were paying for it, I was working at Abercrombie, right? So as like it's like as a regular sales employee or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then but I was working there for a while, and then whatever my parents decided they weren't paying for the school anymore, I became a manager there. So making a little more money.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like saving up to like figure out okay how I was going to pay for like to get back to school. It was making me a good amount, and like I did get back to it like through the manager job. The schedule was so demanding,
Mm-hmm.
like with being a manager, because like yeah, you have a kind of a not even a set schedule. Like it kind of changes every week. It's just
Mm-hmm.
by the needs of the store.
Okay.
And then with school, like it can't really work like that. Like because school is school. Like you have like your set schedule.
Yeah.
So if I have to be at class at this time, but they're like, oh, we need you here at this time.
Can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? So I ended up leaving that job
Mm-hmm.
and working at a warehouse like at night. So I'm like, okay, if I just go to work at night, I can just go to school during the day.
Yeah.
But then I started to get burnt out because like like you see
That's
like
a lot
that
going
window,
on,
like
yeah.
I'm working all night and then
Going to school.
school during the day,
Mm-hmm.
not leaving a whole lot of time to like study for the classes and all
Yeah.
that. So that's what I'm saying. Like it was kind of hard to just stay there, and that's like when COVID happened. I'm like, yeah, like when it was time to go back, I want to go back, but I'm not really in the position to right now. We're seeing like how it was with that. So I was living like by myself at that point, and
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of how I got back to Delaware because I'm seeing like, all right, this really isn't working right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like living by myself, like can't really pay for school. Like I'm doing this, so I end up moving back like home with my grandma and like my siblings, just to kind of figure out what I want to do, how to get back to like college to do that. So in the meantime, this is how I picked up like fitness.
Okay.
Started like just lifting, getting back into it, and then I got like good at it, got bigger, started kind of grew an interest in like training, like helping people, and this is what kind of how I became a personal trainer.
Love it. Damn, that's
Yeah.
that sums it up.
Yeah.
That sums it up to
Whole long
to
backstory.
a PT. So mine, I took, I want to say a full year off of school after graduating high school.
Okay.
So it took a full year off, and in that year I was applying to colleges,
Okay.
but it was just a process because I was also trying to use the military to help, like all the benefits from that.
Mm-hmm.
I was also trying to use that. It was just a difficult process. It was requiring a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
Whatever the case is. So I finally got into college, and I was in there I did a full year.
Okay.
Trying to go through the military, but shit just wasn't working out at the time, and I just got fed up with everything. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, it's way too much stress. I'm trying to work other jobs, and that's at the same time I was doing my my personal training. That's when I had opened up I started my own business. So that's when I was taking clients, working from like other gyms, doing that, and then on top of that, the military, I'm trying to do school, all that shit. So it was just way too much. I felt like, so I was like, I'm just not gonna deal with this right now.
Yeah.
You know, potentially go back in the future, but the plan was to go get a degree, do all that stuff. But right now, that's not like my set goal right now.
So that was your college plan. That's
Yeah.
like what you had planned like to do, right there.
Yeah, so my degree was gonna be health sciences. The job at the time, again, I had my own business. I was trying to do the personal training on the side.
Okay.
Just bring in my own clients and make money.
Okay. So with the personal training and everything that you're doing now, is this what you want to be doing?
Honestly,
Yeah.
this is what I want to be doing.
Okay.
I love personal training. I definitely not in the same circumstance.
Yeah.
I would say I would love to have my own gym
Okay.
somewhere down the line. Not like a big franchise gym. I mean, if it gets to it, it gets to it. But definitely.
So even though this is not what you like planned out, like this is not what you like saw like for yourself,
Yeah.
like you still think like
Nah, this is it. Because
Okay.
again, like in high school and college, it was all gonna. Well, in high school, it was just aviation. That was like
okay.
my career path I was going towards. High school, college is when I kind of found fitness, and then shit just changed up completely. So from here on, it's just fitness at this point.
I'm not mad at it.
But again, like I do want my own gym down the line. I'm very happy with personal training. What are you happy with personal training? How do you feel about it?
So, kind of like I said, like, my goal is to be a child psychologist. I don't love personal training, but I do like it. It's definitely something I enjoy, just because with being a psychologist, being like a trainer, I'm still helping people. This is kind of in a different way. So for me right now, it's just kind of just a placeholder for me until I can help people in the way that I really want to, if that makes sense. At the same time, I do enjoy personal training to a point where even when I do see myself becoming that psychologist, it's still something I'll probably do on the side, just for like clients I really enjoy, some of the people that like I can take on that I don't have to worry about like if they're going to work hard, if they're going to stick to it, because then I can kind of pick and choose who I want to work with. As far as like, because you know, in the gym setting, you kind of just get whoever they throw at you.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Like I'm not complaining about it because you end up growing relationships with those people too. It's just when you can pick and choose who you work with, that relationship is just a little bit more stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not what I want to do for the rest of my life, and definitely not as my career, but definitely not something I want to stop. Like, you know what
I
I'm saying?
respect that. Now, before we continue,
What's up?
talk a little bit about the change that we're going through right now.
Okay.
Going from Gym 1 to Gym 2.
Okay. So, basically, we were at Gym 1, like, happy with the clients we were working with, making great relationships with them. Gym atmosphere is great. We basically know every member for the most part because it's the gym that we started working out at. That's like where we both met. That's where we became gym partners, all that. The problem with the gym and why we ended up making a switch over to Gym 2 is that it wasn't making enough money. And that's just really what it came down to. We have expenses, we have bills like everybody does, and when we're getting these checks, it's just like,
not cutting it.
Yo, what are we going to do? It's like, yeah, we have enough for the bills, but as far as the stuff we need to do for our bodybuilding, which is, maybe not necessities, as maybe for someone looking on the outside in who may not understand it or may not get what bodybuilding is, but to us it's important, especially for us getting ready for the show. It's like we're not trying to be missing check marks as far as the things we need to hit, as far as our goals, as far as the stuff we need. So now we are over at Gym 2, just kind of in that beginning phase as far as our trainer. If anybody has ever been a trainer at our gym, you know how it is, kind of just in that slow period of building up clients, meeting people in the gym. You gotta kind of sell yourself, basically, show your personality, just make yourself known there. So we're still in that beginning process over there, but things are kind of picking up fast. We already have a couple clients like each, so I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, we're just in a kind of a transition phase right now.
Yeah, so we didn't leave for any other reason besides financials. Like, it was a good job.
Yeah.
The workers were cool. Well,
for the most part.
It was easy.
Yeah.
You know, it was a comfortable job to be at.
For sure.
But again, it wasn't sustainable for just financially.
Yeah.
So Gym 2 is just, we're getting paid double of what we were making at Gym 1. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like
what
a no-brainer.
What can you do? So yeah, Gym 2 right now, things are picking up.
Yeah.
And
it was definitely like hard too. Like, it wasn't an easy decision, especially like I said, we made like really, really great relationships with the clients, like to the point where some of them were like crying when we like left. Some of them were like almost ready to cancel their like memberships at the gym, just because when you sign up for like personal training, you end up buying into the program not for the training, but because of the trainer, because of their personality, for how they might motivate you, just because they might be an ear to listen to. And that's what I said with like kind of why I don't mind doing this as a placeholder for the psychology thing, is because sometimes with these clients, you're just an ear for them to to talk to. This dude, right, will have a client and probably will train them for like 10, 15 minutes just because all they really want to do is just like talk.
Mhm.
Because some of them are widows, some of them broke up with their boyfriends, whoever it might be. Like some people, like you don't know what these people are going through. So sometimes you're just there to just listen,
Yeah.
make them sweat a little bit, and then be on their way. And wait, talk about this one client who. Nah, I'm not even going. Nah, tell the story.
So my one client I was working with Gym One, she was working with two other people before me,
Mhm.
but she ended up with me because the two trainers before me they left.
For the same reasons that we did.
Same reason, financial reasons, whatever. So she was working with me, and she's seen the most progress, and she's enjoyed the journey a lot more, working with me. So what she did was she canceled her membership at Gym One, and now is driving a extra 35
to 45 minutes.
45-minute drive to Gym Two. She spent about $600 to make that initial transfer to now work with me. And again, like the sessions,
Nah, that's insane, bro.
We work out, but it's not all.
She's the client
workout.
I'm talking about where like they don't work out. They're just talking.
Yeah.
Or no, she's talking and he's just listening, like just to be there for her.
Yeah, because again, a lot of this is mental when it
Mhm.
comes to training. Because again, like
All of it's mental. I say about 80%, if not more, is mental.
because you're not gonna want to work out if you got something going on in your mind, something that's like heavy on your head right now.
Mhm.
You're gonna want to talk about it, kind of express it, because they might not have somebody close to them that they want to kind of talk about it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So again, I think it's good because we get to listen to them, we get to help them out and motivate them some way. Again, we might not be working out for that full hour, but again, they pick up little things, little tips, little tricks. They learn. The clients learn a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and they take it to the outside. Again, if you can motivate them to go into the gym by themselves, you're doing a good job as a trainer. But again, you got to keep that good relationship with them. Be that ear, be that friend to them.
All right. So as a trainer, what would you say you like about being one?
What I like about
And what do you not like about it?
I like meeting new people.
Okay.
I feel like everybody got their story. It's good to kind of just learn new people, especially like the different personalities, and you just meet tons of people.
Yeah.
I just love that. And again, these people come to you. They look at you because they have a problem and they are seeking your help. So if you could help them, they're gonna be motivated, they're gonna be happy, they're gonna love the journey. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna become healthy overall. So I say that's number one right there.
Okay.
Meeting and helping new people.
I respect it.
I would say what I don't like about it is the long ass days
Okay.
of being a personal trainer. Because again, we work 8, 9, 10 hours, Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekends. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I feel like we're good trainers, so we're very active.
For sure.
We're very motivated, so we're always on our feet. We're always moving around with the clients.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because again, if a client sees that might motivate them to go harder or do whatever.
For sure.
So it's very draining.
Okay.
So I would say that's the one thing I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Is that it's taxing.
Nah, for sure. I say what I like about it, like I keep going back to like the whole psychology thing. It's just like I'm helping somebody, and I feel like that's kind of like my purpose. Like in the world is just to be helpful.
Okay.
Whether it's through counseling, like the psychology, whether it's through training, just to help somebody. Be that ear for them, be that shoulder to lean on. People say like I'm not very talkative, but I feel like I'm more of a listener, if anything. So I like that part. Just like I said, hearing people's stories, hearing where they come from, like their family, learning about people. I say what I don't like about it. As far as like people's personalities, because like when you're doing training, right? You're buying into a personal trainer. Like you kind of need to trust them. I say I don't like when people are kind of very like reluctant to trust you when like they think they like know more than you or like. But it's like if you knew like more or like what you were doing, you wouldn't really be where you're at. So like that's kind of like why I'm here to help you. But like I said, that's kind of the job too, is kind of getting that person to trust you. So I can't really be mad at it, but I say that's probably like the most frustrating thing. The hours, they aren't too fun. Especially with Gym 2, right? Our hours are kind of like fixed. So at Gym 1, our schedules we could make. Like we had an availability where, all right, if we wanted to train people at this time, we could. If we didn't want to train people at this time, like we didn't have to. At this job, it's like, all right, do you want to be like a morning trainer or like a night shift trainer? And you like pick, and that's when you like come into work. So, and the thing is, which is kind of good, but like, it's like a give and take. If you're not training somebody because you are there for that like set amount of hours, you're still getting paid. So it's like that's why you can't leave. Yeah. Where at the other gym, if you weren't getting paid for if you weren't training anybody, you weren't getting paid. So it's like that give and take. There's like definitely pros and cons to both, but I think in the end we made the right decision.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited.
Yeah. I mean, some people had words about it and their opinion. You want to talk about that? When we were leaving Gym 1 and like how they tried to like keep us and then like kind of discourage us from like going to Gym 2.
So the two workers at Gym 1 were just butthurt that we were leaving because again, me and Tone, we had over 25, 30 clients each. Yeah. So that's mad people that's gonna be unserviced when we leave again because Gym 1. They didn't have enough staff to service other clients.
So like any clients that were like coming in, they were either thrown to like me or Eddie. Like for the most part.
Yeah, we had over 25
each,
25 clients or 25 plus clients. We were running group training classes Monday through Saturday.
Those are people who are like hurt the most.
So we were doing those classes, and I feel like that was the biggest, like the closest people we went to people.
Because one of the ladies, she had like invited, like took us out to like a movie like on a Saturday, like, and she still keeps in contact with us, talking about inviting us over to her house for like a Sunday football game, like just really sweet. But those are the relationships that kind of make it hard to like leave, but at the end of the day, they all understood when we told them the reason why we were leaving. They were all like, yeah, you got to do what's best for you. Like, obviously, we would like you to stay, but not at the expense of you guys, like, not being comfortable financially. So, which is great to hear, especially when it was so hard to tell a lot of them, especially when we are, like, really, really close. Like, the one lady, like, she calls us, like, her sons, like, stuff like that. It's just... It's great. It's bittersweet, but at the end of the day, like we got to do what was best for us in the end.
Yeah, we still keep in contact with the LA clients for the most part. Whether they need workout, they need a recipe, whatever. We still keep in contact. Yeah. So
I told them like I didn't tell them all. I told them the ones that I like. Like if you ever need me, like any advice, like send you a workout plan or just like send a plan for the day. Just let me know. Just let them know I'm still here to help. Like it wasn't just. All right, I'm not there anymore. Like, F you.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to have that communication.
For sure.
But yeah, the butthurt managers, I mean the workers, they were, they were just real discouraging. They were like, yeah, y'all it's gonna be like 6 to 12 months until y'all get like one client.
Right.
Talking about like our books aren't gonna be filled up, just a whole bunch of nonsense.
Which things like they're salesmen, so like they were basically just trying to like keep us like selling us on why we should stay. So like I understood at the end of the day, I kind of understood what they were trying to do. But if you actually like care about us, like the relationship that like I thought we had, and you want us to see, and we're telling you like this opportunity is like better for us, you should just like wish us the best instead of telling us, oh no, you're not gonna really like do well there. Especially if you're telling us, oh, we're such good trainers, it shouldn't really matter where the setting is at. Like if we're good trainers, like we should just excel anywhere. So it was definitely it definitely hurt a little bit, but people are gonna do whatever they can to save face. Like, cause at the end of the day, he was trying to save his money because if clients start to cancel, that comes out of his check. So I understand he was doing whatever he could to like keep us, but like I said, we got to do what we got to do.
You need what you need.
You know.
All right, so back to this. If your dream job didn't pay well, would you still do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like I said, what my dream job is, like the child psychologist, is I do helping people.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that is why I've been put on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can bodybuild and, like, you know, maybe win a show or two on the side, but I think my overall reason for being on this earth is just like to help people in any way I possibly can. So with that, no, it wouldn't even come down to the money.
I'm gonna have to second that because I feel like no matter how much the job pays, if you don't like what you do, you're not gonna want to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like a lot of people just mess up because the job might be paying well, but you might be super miserable going to the job. Like, I look forward to training clients.
Really?
And doing, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
I look forward to it, but the money isn't the best.
Yeah.
Compared to like other super high paying jobs.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I feel like I just love what I do, so the money really doesn't matter. I feel like it's gonna come regardless.
For sure.
You know, so what is your ideal work schedule? How many days a week are you working? How many hours?
This is a great question. I do not believe in working 5 days a week. I don't believe in working 5 days and I get 2 days to myself.
Yeah.
And then like that last day I gotta prepare to come back to work.
Unfair.
And especially because the weirdest thing, right? It wasn't until I came out to Delaware, like I said, kind of that whole backstory of all the jobs I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I got out here is when I actually started working like 5 days a week. Every job that I've had, like living in Pennsylvania and all that, I only worked 4 days a week.
That's crazy.
And like it's just something I got so used to, like having like 3 days to myself, whether it was consecutive or like scattered throughout the week. Like just having like 3 days to myself, I just feel like that's kind of doable. Okay, four work and then like 3 to yourself. I just think a 5 to 2 ratio is just ass.
Wait, how were the hours though? Like for those 4 days, were it like 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts?
So at Abercrombie, I remember, it was, kind of like 10-hour shifts. Okay. No. I lied. It was 8-hour shifts. It was just, I could just get away with like the 32 instead of like 40.
Okay.
Because I was kind of like an assistant manager instead of like Soren, so it was like all right. And then the warehouse one, oh Lord, that was overnight. So it was from 8 p.m. to 6:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's like 10 and a half, around there. So that wasn't too bad. And then I had another warehouse one, which another like 4 days, and that was like 10 to 11 hours. But that work wasn't as like manual labor as the warehouse one.
Okay.
So like a lot more doable, a lot more calm. But I was just real used to like 4 days a week, and like I'm just now starting getting used to these 5, but it's definitely been whooping my ass.
I feel like I'm used to 5 days, 5 days and 2 days off.
Yeah, you tried 4 days.
That's just unfair. It's just unfair.
What?
Like working 5 days and having 2 days off.
That's
2.5 because like half of the other day is like preparing.
That's what I'm saying
for the following
it's
week.
It's basically like a school night.
That's what I'm like. It's very unfair. I wouldn't mind doing a 4-day work week with 3 days off. That sounds nice.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Well, at Gym 1, like I was still kind of getting my schedule like set up, but I was eventually going to have it set up where I was only there 4 days. I would work probably like a good amount, probably like 10, 11 hours. But no, I will be gone for 3 days. Whether like it was one in the middle of the week and then like I'm off the weekend, but I was getting 3.
I feel like Gym 2 is, once we get to that point to where we can control it.
I don't see it. I don't see it happen. So, like Gym 2 like has not. I feel like it has such a strict like structure, like such process. Like it's not happening, and because like we get compensated so well, like no, they're not budging on that at all. Like we're stuck. And we need to fix our schedules now. Yeah. Wait, can you tell me about our schedule right now?
So our schedule is set right now because we're new, we don't have clients and we don't have we don't have just the control over it right now. Once we get a little bit deeper into it, then yeah, we could mess around with it. But so we work Monday 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right, and the drive is about 35 minutes.
Yeah, 30 to 45, depending on how traffic is, how it's looking that day.
So
we work Monday, Wednesday, 1 to 8 p.m. And then we work Tuesday, Thursday, 5:30 a.m. to 11. I'm going to repeat that. We work Monday and Wednesday, 1 to 8 p.m. And then work Tuesday and Thursday, 5:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. So, on the Monday and Wednesdays, we get off at 8. We gotta drive back home. Obviously, we obviously aren't walking out the building at 8. We gotta say our goodbyes, check in with the manager, see what we gotta do for tomorrow. So it's like 8:30, close to like 8:45. So the drive back home is like 35, 40. We get back at like 10. No, why did I just say 10? 9:30, 9:35. Then we gotta eat, get ready, shower, ready for the next day. So we're in bed by like what, 11:30 roughly, and then we gotta wake up at like 3:30 because we gotta meet, because we drive together obviously, because like we're going like from the same state, the same spot. So we just meet at a spot, and then we take off. So that turnaround is insane.
Nah, fuck that.
So we need to get it switched so where we can just do like the 5:30s to 11s back to back, and then do the 1 to 8s, because I'm gonna die doing this.
I'm tired.
I'm exhausted. Because we did it today, right?
Yeah, we definitely did. We definitely did.
Yeah, not fun, but anything for this money.
So that's the update. Job 2, gotta love it.
Yeah.
So, how has working in different jobs shaped you? What qualities, have you picked up along the way that got you to where you are right now?
So let's start with the Five Guys one, because even though I wasn't there that long, I definitely had to think quick, work in a really, really fast paced environment, especially with the if it was like a rush, you just kind of gotta adapt, and that's the only way you kind of can learn, because they can kind of ease you into it, walk you into it, but eventually you just gotta kind of do it. So you're gonna mess up the orders, and they expect that, but it's just obviously the more, if you do mess up, you're gonna want to be better, so it kind of just makes you better. So just working in a fast paced environment, I think that makes you better, especially all around with personal training. We have group trainings, right? So you got multiple people. You gotta watch the timer to make sure everyone's on time, to finish the exercise, but someone's form might be off. So you got to correct that, make sure they're not hurting themselves, make sure they're doing exercise correct. So there's a lot of different things being thrown at you. So that was good. With the retail, Abercrombie, with that one, you're basically a salesman. Not basically, that's literally what you are. So me, my personality, I'm a little more reserved. I don't necessarily just go up to people and start talking. But with that, I was absolutely forced to, especially when you have sales goals you got to reach, certain loyalty goals you got to meet, all that BS. I had to go up, talk to people, be personable, be social, so that's definitely helped me as far as my personality is concerned, because I'm still reserved, but not as much as I used to be. And that's helped me with the personal training too, because that literally the job is building relationships with people. So it's giving me practice for that. Like I said, I can always grow, I can always be better with it, but I'd be a lot worse off if I never had that job. And then the warehouse ones, it's just hard work. It's just, can you mentally withstand it? Doing the same thing every single day, especially when you're sore from doing the same stuff the
day before.
Yeah, so, and I think that's just helped me with bodybuilding and stuff. So just getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Okay.
Just stuff like that. But yeah, I feel that's just shaped me to be the person I am today. What about you?
For personal training, I'm gonna just steal it.
Okay.
Because I feel the same way about that.
Yeah.
Before I wasn't as open, more introverted.
Okay.
I wasn't as outgoing as I am now. Gym one definitely helped me. Not even gym one. I would say just starting my own business in general, kind of helped me be more personable.
Okay.
And have to reach out to people, because again, so being an entrepreneur, you gotta reach out to people to get clients, especially being a personal trainer.
Okay.
So being a personal trainer helped me in being so social right now.
Okay. All right. So you saying that word entrepreneur. How do you feel, or what's your opinion on being an entrepreneur as far as working a 9 to 5? So I'll give you the example, right? Us being at Gym 2 now, we're kind of working more of a 9 to 5 schedule because it's kind of more set hours, as opposed to you doing your own like side hustle, Styles Fitness with clients. What's your opinion on that? Like, do you think one's better than the other? Do you prefer one over the other?
I don't think one's better than the other.
Okay.
I think it's dependent on the person.
Okay.
Cause me, I could do both.
Okay.
But I prefer the entrepreneur side.
Why?
Just because I feel like I have a little bit more freedom.
Okay.
With controlling my schedule. Like when I was working with just my business, I could take a week off.
Yeah.
I could take 2 weeks off. I could pick when I wanted to work, when I didn't want to work. So that freedom was good. I feel like there's a chance to make more money as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
But the con with that, I feel like there's good months and there's bad months.
Yeah.
So me, I would experience months where I had so many clients to where I was overbooked. I had a wait list. The money was good. I also had months to where I had no clients or just my usuals.
Yeah.
Money wasn't that good. So I would consider that a bad month. But I would say that's like the benefit of working a 9 to 5, because it's stable. You're gonna get that same income. You don't have to worry about, damn, I wonder if my client's gonna re-up for the next month or not. Because again, you're gonna be paid for that time.
Right.
But you don't get that freedom.
Yeah.
Of making it, like moving around your schedule and all that.
No, I totally agree. I feel like with the 9 to 5, right, there's that security, right? So like
security.
With us at Gym 2, we, like I said, even if we don't have clients, we're getting paid. Where if you're on the entrepreneur thing, yeah, your schedule might be wide open. You might have to date yourself to go do whatever, but you're not making money. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
And the same thing, if you're at the gym where a client could cancel, drop out, it's a gym. People are still going to come in there and sign up. It's not the same as your own business. You kind of have to sell yourself, advertise yourself, promote yourself all the time, where they do all that for you at the gym. So, yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to both. I'd say the goal is, like, or at least for a personal trainer, is kind of start at a gym, build up your like knowledge as far as exercises, how a business is ran, as far as personal training goes, and then kind of start to build up your own like side thing. So I say still work at the gym, just so you have that security. If things aren't taking off the way you'd want it to, things are still a little bit slow, and then if it becomes successful enough where it's sustainable for you to like live off of, then
why not?
By all means, go do your thing. Because then you can set up your schedule the way, however the hell you want it. If you don't want to work this day, you don't gotta work this day. If you don't want to wake up at this time, you don't gotta wake up at this time. But yeah, it's still also in the back of your mind. You could be successful as ever, but if hard times hit for all your clients at the same time and they gotta bounce, like that's what they're gonna do. But yeah, there's definitely pros and cons of both. It's just gonna be who the person is, because some people don't even want to be entrepreneurs, and there's not a damn thing wrong with that. Some people would rather just work a 9 to 5, have their benefits, that 401k, whatever whatever the old people get when the retirement shit. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you like to work for yourself, you don't want to have to answer anybody, by all means, we'll do your entrepreneur thing.
Yeah, no, I feel like entrepreneur, you got to be wise. You got to be disciplined.
For sure.
Super, like, wise with your time, because, again, you don't have a set schedule. You don't have a boss telling you what to do.
Not at all.
You know, so you kind of got to work to build your business. And I feel like a lot of people, they don't have that discipline in the beginning to start a business and continue the business going.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta just be wise with your time, especially being an entrepreneur. But 9 to 5, you have a boss. That person is gonna in a position above you, so it's gonna tell you, okay, this is your task. This is what you gotta do. You do it. You keep your job. You don't do it, they fire you. Move on to someone else. So, speaking of firing, talk about problems that in the workplace that you maybe experience.
I'd say problems, like, as far as just, like, the job itself, I'd say scheduling conflicts.
Okay.
As far as, dang, I can't be here at this time because I have this to do, but I can't not show up to work because I need to get paid. So it's like, what do I do? So it's kind of, okay, hey, can you take this shit for me? I cover that. So, and that gets annoying if you have to do it, like, all the time. Because it's annoying for you to have to do it, and it's annoying for your coworkers to have to deal with it, like, when your problems are not their problems.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have bosses that are annoying, like when you have just higher ups over you that are just real anal about the job, even like though certain things aren't that serious.
Yeah.
But I feel like that you have that at any job. Like, so, like, what are you really going to do? And then you have coworkers, obviously, that are, I mean, everyone has, like, shitty coworkers. There's always that one that thinks that everyone's against them, or there's always favorites or whatever, but it's just because they're just a shitty employee or they don't want to work. I haven't had, like, too many problems, like, at work, just because I kind of just keep my head down and do what I need to do and go home, because I don't mind making friends, like, at the job, but, like, I'm literally just there to make money. That's a little different with the personal training, if anyone's, like, hearing that, saying, oh, he's just there to make money. I'm more of, like, the retail, like, the warehouse stuff. Yeah, no, I'm just there to collect a check and bounce.
Yeah. No, I haven't experienced any problems, really, in work, just because, again, like, I'm cool with everybody at the job, especially if I've worked there.
Right.
Like, I don't like being involved in any drama, so I stay out of it. I watch.
I'm too old for that.
Yeah, so no, I haven't had any problems with that.
Okay.
As far as like scheduling wise, I feel like everybody always has some problems with that.
Always.
At every job. As far as management, you got good management, you got shitty management.
Yeah.
You know, a good manager could make the job a great place. A bad manager could make you hate the job.
Yeah.
So I would say that's what I experience. All right, so working, what do you prefer? AM shift, PM shift, over overnight shift?
I prefer an AM shift just because I rather just get in, get out, and then like have the rest of the day to myself. I don't like. I hate when I feel like I'm missing out on stuff. Like if I'm just working like during the day, like from the time it's like dark out or like sunrise or sundown. Like I just hate that. Like I feel like my mood drops like when that happens too. When I just feel like I'm in a jail. That's my job. Yeah, working at night, that is super ass.
Yeah,
not just because of like because I'm still out during the day at that time. It's just, bro, who like everyone's asleep. It's just mad quiet. It's just mad weird. But yeah, definitely a morning boy.
Yeah.
What about you?
AM shift
For sure.
Because again, you get everything done.
Bang it out.
You're done for the
over.
day, and you go work. You're done for the day.
Yeah.
You have the day to yourself.
Okay, how early are we talking though?
I mean, we doing 5:30.
I'm gonna say like, are you liking that?
I mean, I don't mind it just because again we have the rest of the day to do shit.
Yeah.
We film a podcast.
Yeah, like we literally did it today.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at it.
No, it's not bad. It's just it's just bad after being there till like 9 the day before.
Yeah.
I say 5 is like the earliest. Anything earlier than
Before
that's starting to
it,
draw.
Yeah. No, it's pushing it. But that's it.
Alright. Last thing we're gonna do today, you guys. We are done with the podcast. But if you remember from episode 1, then we kind of confirmed that this man is a barb over here. I just kind of think his music taste is like trash. So I'm going to give him a chance to redeem himself. What is going on?
Spam risk? Sheesh.
Dang. Can we make him like a guest? Anyway. So he's gonna make me a playlist. I'm gonna give him 60 seconds. Only like 5 songs though, so nothing crazy.
Okay.
Just something you think I'd like to listen to in the gym.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna get a timer ready. You got 60 seconds to make the playlist. And 3, 2, 1, let's go.
All right. Crazy Story by King Von.
You're making it.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's one.
That's one. Let me. Where's Lil Baby at? Where's Lil Baby at?
Okay. I'm like where we're headed.
Honestly, don't know how to use this.
This man got an iPad and he's acting like he's 8 years old.
Honestly,
playing with it. Dang. 30 seconds is already going.
Oh my
We got
goodness.
one song.
no, chill on me, bro.
Why don't you just go to the search bar?
Nah, I can't see the search bar. There it is. Oops. Lil Baby.
20 seconds.
Nah, I got you. 20 seconds. I'm gonna say Wants and Needs.
Okay.
Pure Cocaine. I can't go all Lil Baby though.
Yeah, you're drawing.
Staying Alive.
Okay.
That's how many?
That's 4.
And Headlines.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, Headlines by Drake.
Yeah.
You got Staying Alive by DJ Khaled and Drake. Wants and Needs by Drake and Lil Baby. You say Heating Up by?
Nah, I said. What did I say?
Pure
Pure Cocaine.
And then what was the first one by King Von?
Crazy Story.
Crazy Story. I feel like you don't know me at all.
What? I feel like that's such a good.
First of all, that's a lot of Lil Baby and Drake.
Nah, but you
like I can't get no
you
R&B or nothing.
I mean, I don't listen to that shit
That's crazy.
when I'm working out.
No?
I mean, I would listen to those 5 songs.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go.
All right. Wait, hold up. Let me pull out a timer.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so look, you give me 60 seconds. I'm gonna pick 5 songs, and then I'll tell you at the end of the 60 seconds what the songs are.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know how to use the damn iPad.
Which is sad.
Ooh, I wonder what you're gonna pick. There's gonna be some ridiculous songs. I already know it. 15 seconds in.
Okay, I got you.
How many you got?
1. Hold up.
1? Oh, 20 seconds in, bro. What is going on?
I got you.
25.
That's 2.
30 more seconds.
Hold up.
40 seconds.
Dang it. Okay.
How much songs you got?
Got 3.
3? Holy shit. 45 seconds.
Okay.
I'm curious. You got 10 seconds, bro. 10 seconds.
Okay.
How many you got?
4.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I got it.
You got all 6?
Yep.
All right, read them.
I said 5.
5?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, hold
shit.
up. I gotta go to the playlist. All right. So, song number 1 is Super Bass by Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Song number 2
That's
is
funny as
Itty
hell.
Bitty Piggy by Nicki Minaj. Song number 3 is In the Club by 50 Cent.
Okay.
Song number 4 is Sticky by Drake. And then song number 5 is Heating Up by Lil Baby and Gunna.
Let's see.
Nah, that's definitely you.
Okay. Nah, I'm gonna give like 80% of that. 85%. 90%.
Wow, all right, where's the 10% fall off
Nah,
at?
honestly, I don't know read the first Nicki one?
Super Bass?
No, the second one.
Itty Bitty Piggy?
Yeah, that one. I never heard of that shit. What?
Isn't that like a Barb's like favorite Nicki song?
I don't fucking know. What is it? Itty bitty.
Itty Bitty Itty Bitty Piggy.
Itty bitty piggy.
You stop fucking saying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it after this podcast.
That'd probably be your favorite song.
It might. I mean, we gonna
Oh god.
itty bitty piggy. We gonna see. We
Yo,
gonna
stop
update.
saying-
We gonna
stop saying
update
it.
you on the next episode.
Alright,
We're gonna update you.
We done?
Very good.
Alright,
All
my
right,
guy.
closing out. So there you have it, episode 4. That's gonna do it for the podcast. Again, please leave any feedback on the episode. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about. so we can do future updates. We're also going to be bringing on more guests in the future, so look
Sure.
forward to that. Make sure you're following on Instagram. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We appreciate all the support. And got anything?
We are out. Appreciate you guys.
All
We'll
right.
see you back for episode 5.
All right, see you next Wednesday.